Hey there. I wanted to follow up on the Waffle House meeting that I had about a week ago. It was about a 5 year plan for the startup business to kind of have a direction we were going with this. And during that meeting, I had a chance to talk with Tim Yu. He's an Instagrammer, social media content creator, a real estate champion. As far as investing and finances, he's really good at what he does. So when he speaks, I listen and I take in what he says. And one thing that he told me was that it's not easy coming up with a 5 year plan right when you're starting off because you got to get through year one first and see how things go as far as investments and putting in time, figuring out what works, what doesn't. So the advice he gave me was to focus on year one. 5 year plan is more for a established company where they already have a snowball effect going. But as far as us, we have to create that snowball effect from out of nothing. A good example he gave me was that you can have it's like having a car sitting on cinder blocks. There's no wheels, it's not tuned up, it's just sitting there on cinder blocks. You got to get it off the cinder blocks and get some tires on there, give it a tune up, see what's wrong with it, why is it not driving. And once you get that going, that's year one, get the car off the cinder blocks, then you hit the highway. Once you're hitting the highway, that's when you figure out where your destination is going to be. You figure out what got the car running and why it wasn't moving. So that was something he told me that stuck with me. I thought it was really great advice. And it made a lot of sense. You got to get that off the cinder blocks and get it on the road before you decide where your destination is going to be, to see what works, see how far you can go. You can't look so deep into the future, and I mean, it's not super deep into the future, but as far as starting up a business, um, you got to get year one figured out first. See where you want to invest your time, energy, finances. See what works, see what doesn't. Priority number one right now is getting in touch with our first clients and building those relationships, building that reputation. So I thought that went really good. I walked out of there with an open mind. I mean, I walked in there with an open mind and walked out with fresh knowledge and a fresh perspective. And that's why I take the mindset of a rookie. I don't like to think about, like, I know it all. You know, what I say goes. Always gotta have a fresh mind when you talk to folks with who are champions in their industries. So I appreciate Tim doing that. And here's a crazy thing, like, I talked to my friend Selma too. Selma, about the meeting that I had. And I didn't even bring up anything about what Tim has said. And she literally told me the exact same thing. Forget the 5 year plan, focus on year one. She didn't use the cinder blocks analogy, but she told me from her personal experience that that's the number one thing, is to have those first clients, those first relationships, those first contacts, make the first deals. And she's not even in real estate. She focuses on, like, writing books, life coaching, business building, entrepreneurship, and she doesn't know nothing about Tim. So for her to say that exact same thing he told me, like she's a champion at what she does as far as helping immigrants and startup businesses and building clients and doing public speaking. She does a lot of that stuff, and literally that was the first thing she told me. Like, don't worry about the 5 year plan. Just focus on year one. See what works. Once you have your rhythm going, stick with that. So I thought that was pretty eye opening and amazing that I talked to two different walks of life and they both said the same thing. So I'm gonna definitely listen to what they told me, try to create a snowball effect, and get the car off the cinder blocks, hit the road. As far as wholesaling real estate, aka being a problem solver for homeowners, because that's what we do. We solve problems and see where it goes. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. Always remember, be friendly, have a lot of faith, and always have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. So, thank you for your time.